All right. Must do. All right. I was doing last time. Oh yeah, I'm having to wait on Margaret to become available and do shit.
Nice.
I've already bought them. Yeah.
Oh.
I guess so. Is it to match? Oh, it's a fighting game. Dude. Ah. I know I don't need to do maximum points anymore, but I'm trying to. Is there like a specific like special item you get from the game store? I know you get like. I can't remember if it's particular games that give you the items that you complete, or if it's just the amount. But I think he gives a piece of equipment. I don't remember.
They were there today too, right?
Wait, did I? Yeah, I did. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. What do those damn cops think they are? They can't just stare us all down like that. Maybe the rumors are true. Maybe there's a phantom thief at our school.
Okay, quiet down.
Okay, listen up. The police are here at the school, so be sure not to get in their way. Oh, and for various reasons, the school festival got moved to the 25th. Talk of canceling it, but we couldn't just do that. I'm sure the preparations will be rough, but don't push yourself too hard. Really? On a weekday? What kind of reasons are there? With all this stuff about the principal and Kamoshida this year, I guess it's no surprise. Just left their food, uneaten and unattended, just sitting there. Apparently the police are going to be interrogating all of the students here. Seriously? Police are in Shujin, they haven't come to my school. Seems they're calling students individually out of class to speak with them. Wait, does that mean we're gonna get called in too? Second years will start in the afternoon. Make sure you prepare yourselves mentally for this. You gotta be looking for the culprit, right? Who knows? Be careful, guys. You should probably try not to say much. They'll see through any lies you might try telling. I know. In any case, don't tell them anything unnecessary.
Well then, next up is Takamaki-san and... you two will go together.
Huh? Why together?
Why? They'll probably have one of you wait outside. That's how they've been doing it so far.
Oh yeah, right.
Those are the instructions the detectives gave us. Just don't say more than is necessary and try and get it over with quick.
Take a seat.
We're sorry to take your time. This will be over quick. Let's see. Ah yes, you're the one currently under probation. It says here you had a dispute with Mr. Kamoshida?
Yeah, that happens.
You're more hot-blooded than you look. You spend time with quite an interesting group. Yusuke Kitagawa and Haru Okumura? The more friends, the better, right? I'm sorry to have taken your time. You're free to go now. Oh, I almost forgot. There's just one more thing I have to ask you. Do you think the Phantom Thieves are associated with this school?
Is that really true?
We won't know for certain unless we investigate further.
Thank you for your time.
Your responses will serve as great reference material. Takamaki-san is next. Could you ask her to come in?
I got so nervous, I almost stuttered a few times. I thought I was used to police questioning by now, too.
Seems we were all asked the same questions.
That's how they get you. They do that on purpose, then wait for someone to slip up.
I hope you didn't.
It was probably fine. Oh, I would have been done for if they saw how sweaty my hands were, though.
To think my name would come up as well.
Sounds like we can't take the police lightly either.
Hey, didn't you think that detective guy was scary?
Seemed normal to me.
Not to me. He looked like someone who's dealt with dangerous criminals.
I'm sorry for all of this. It's because of my sister.
That's not true, Mako-chan.
It's not as though I hadn't predicted this would happen, but now that it's become reality, I'm unsure of what to do.
We need to make sure we don't draw suspicion, and work to clear our names. Right?
Right.
It ain't your fault, Makoto.
I'm gonna try to see how far along this investigation really is.
I'm worried about the police too, but as of now, anyone in this city could be a mole.
They were so popular, too.
Haru, can I ask you to search your father's belongings for clues about a possible culprit? I know it may be tough on you. No, it's okay. Now isn't the time for me to look away.
As for everyone else, you need to be cautious of how you spend your time at school.
So, I've decided to have you three second years join me on the school festival executive committee.
Why?
It will allow us to gather without drawing suspicion. Plus, trying to blend in will only do the opposite.
Fine.
I agree. The more time I have to kill, the more time I'll spend worrying about all this stuff. No matter what happens, I don't want to regret my decisions.
Don't jinx it!
It would be no surprise if they came directly to our homes for questioning. They showed up at your school after all. I should remain cautious.
For now, the best option is to stay on the defensive. but we won't make progress at this rate. Let's try and figure out who the real culprit is somehow, okay? Of course.
That's someone totally framed us. That kinda obvious.
Oh!
I can't go anywhere.
Oh!
That's me.
Yes. I have another suggestion. Call for the arrest of the Phantom Thieves, then mobilize the police. The rest will go as you mentioned. Still, I'm truly amazed at the atrocious methods you come up with.
What's going on?
Really froze up when the cops talked to me. I bet they considered me a suspect. How much longer are they gonna do this? We should be busy preparing for the school festival right now. But the school decided to have the festival so late anyway. I mean, changing the date just because our school's all over the news, moving it to next Tuesday only makes more work for us. We'll be able to invite friends from other schools now that they're holding the festival on a weekday. It'll also be an inconvenience to anyone we already invited. What about the post-festival party? There'll be enough people for the student sharing special? It's gonna be a real weird festival with morals so low.
This is it.
I remember one of my teachers used to assign that all the time. I always thought they were kind of interesting. I was like, I don't remember how to do them now because it's been so many years, but I remember I used to be one of the people that was either the quickest to finish them, or I was the person who completed the most of them before the end of class. The teacher usually assigned them for like extra points. So for me, somebody who was having trouble with it, yeah, I think it was algebra. For some reason, algebra just never clicked with me. It still doesn't. So whenever we have those, I would complete as many as I could before the end of class. So what we gotta do is the school festival's executive committee. Blah. I need some help with the questionnaires. And also, it wasn't that I was necessarily bad at math. It's like either I could get the answer, but I couldn't really show my work well, or I kind of like did it in my head / with the calculator, or B, it was I knew what to do to get the answer, but for some reason I just couldn't get the correct answer. It's usually one of the two. It's back in like high school. The questionnaires. Yet somehow, when I took calculus and trig, because it was a dual class, that basically if you passed it, you didn't have to take it in college. I stuck to the calculus side, but the trig side, for some reason, I was like the best person in the class when it came to trig. Trigonometry. I think it's the full name, I believe. We just called it trig for short. Anyway, for some reason, I was stupidly good at trig. I don't know why, and to be honest, for some reason, I would always get the answer right. I would always figure out how to do the answer and show my work. But if you ask me how I was so good at it, I couldn't answer. I didn't know. I just did it. I just looked at the question and wrote the working answer. Like, I think the teacher only had to show me once. There's even a few times I think she didn't even show me how to do it. I just kind of figured out how to do it on my own. And when we had the trigonometry side, actually no, it was before trig. So because it was technically a college course where if you passed it in high school, you'd have to take it in actual college. It was like 3 days of the week. A college professor for it would come to the high school and teach us. And she was the most shocked by it because I had so much trouble with calculus. Yet with trig, I had no issues whatsoever. Hell, it got to the point where she would give like homework or whatever, and she would let us work on it in class, so we had to finish our in-class work before that. And while she was talking about how to do the math, I just sat there, literally did all the classwork, and then did the homework. And because I was so fast at doing it sometimes, she would, I would have like, 10, 15 minutes before class ends, and she'd actually have me go around and help other people. Because I was, for some reason, the only one who was really getting it. Or, well, I wouldn't say I was comprehending it. I was just doing it, is the best way I can explain it. And for some reason, for other people, it's like they're, I think it was like me and one other girl were the only ones that really got it. But even compared to the other girl who was one of the ones that aced like the calculus side, I completed all the work most of the time a lot quicker than she did. And all my questions are right. I think I only had very few that were wrong, but that was like towards the beginning when we were just first learning trig. So because of that, because it was a dual grade, or not a dual grade, but like I guess you could say still a dual grade. It's like the grades you got for both were combined. Because of that, I managed to pass the dual class technically with, I think it was like a high C or a low B. But if you were to divide them in calculus, I barely passed with, I can't remember if it was a high D or a low C. But with the trig side, I passed with an A. So anyway, but yeah, the college professor, she was just flabbergasted at like the shocking difference because for those who don't know, trig is a whole lot harder than calculus apparently. Is so much harder apparently according to a lot of people, especially the professor. She said based off, her students she's had in the past and her learning herself, it is a lot harder than calculus. Yet for some reason, the harder of the two I was actually great at, but the easier of the two I was horrible at. I never understood that, and I could never explain it, but I always thought that was funny. Because it's not the first time something like that has happened. Doesn't always happen. Doesn't always work that way, but there are times where sometimes I'll get things that are much harder or more complex than something else, and I'll figure it out and do it in no time. Well, the easier one for some reason always stumped me. Always thought that was funny. Anyway, I need some help with questionnaires. What questionnaires? The ones regarding who people want to see as the guest of honor. Oh, right, that thing they do every year. I mean, how those lame guests come to do a panel, right? The festival's dates were changed because of the situation. We need to hurry and tally the results. Go to the student council room once classes are over. So damn boring. Don't be like that. And so we can meet up without staying out. Let's do what we can at the moment. I'm making sure to work hard at home. But you do that all the time. I can look stuff up. So did you find anything, Haru? About that. No good, huh? I'm sorry. It'll rouse suspicion if I ask too many detailed questions. No worries. I'll manage on my end somehow. We're counting on you. I can't go, but message me if anything happens. I will leave this to you guys. My apologies, but I cannot be of much help in this situation. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get all the confidants done. I might have to just focus on my main party first.
Damn it. We don't have time to be doing crap like this.
The problem is I can only hang out with one of them during the day, and none of them are available at night. Really fucking sucks.
You don't need to keep mentioning it. We're doing this to keep suspicions off of us, remember?
Goro Akechi. This one too, Akechi.
They're mostly the same over here as well. Everyone's so eloquent when they can be anonymous. It's like they never accepted us to begin with. It would be nice if you did some work too, Ryuji-kun. You came to help us count these, right? Come on, leader. Can you tell him too?
Just relax, Ryuji.
Aren't you taking this a little too lightly?
Whoa, look here. This ain't good.
Criminal profiling? The acts of thievery committed by the Phantom Thieves are mere fakes. And their true goal is murder? Every heart they changed before Okumura was just a warm-up?
So now they're accusing us of being a bunch of killers.
God, this is so effing stupid! Damn it!
There's literally
We have
society in a
results.
nutshell, sadly.
First place is Goro Akechi.
What? Akechi?
What are you so surprised for? We've been mentioning him this whole time.
Seriously? Not some singer or an idol?
It's because of us that his popularity has skyrocketed.
We're the ones counting the results. Can't we just make him up? We don't have to get him.
People will figure that out. He won by a landslide.
I knew people would vote for him, but this is way more votes than I was expecting.
It would be best for us to avoid inviting such a clear danger upon ourselves. I'd like a little more time to think about who to ask. That reminds me. How is Futaba-chan doing? She seemed like she was looking into something on her own. Has she told you anything?
Not a word.
It's not that I don't trust her, but... Even one clue would work wonders for us. We should let her continue with her own investigation. I hope she finds something.
Hey. In response to the police identifying the Phantom Thieves as primary suspects, Goro Akechi had this to say.
Even though my opinion has been met with criticism, I've held fast that the Phantom Thieves are not just. However, I believe the recent series of suspicious deaths is unrelated to their actions.
What? Did I hear you correctly? But Akechi-san, you were the first to caution everyone about the Phantom Thieves. Were you not?
This doesn't change the fact that they are indeed a dangerous group. That said, I would like to express that immediately linking them to this case is far too hasty. There are still many questions to be answered here. It feels as though there is more to this.
After this conference, Akechi-san announced he will be limiting his media appearances and...
I wonder why the sudden change.
I'm super stuck on my Okumura investigation. Seriously? Even you're having trouble with this shit? What should we do? Let's meet up and discuss our options as soon as possible. Tomorrow? The earlier the better, right? I still haven't come up with anything myself. I said two heads are better than one, so I can only imagine with what 8 heads may produce. That's a good way of thinking. They would produce chaos, which happens to be the name of my Phantom Thieves group, so fitting. Okay, let's do everything we can right now, even if it means crossing some dangerous bridges. Considering how far we've come, we can't be particular. Sorry, we can't be particular about our methodology.
What are you staring at your phone like that for? Oh, are you going through a breakup?
Secret.
Don't let things get complicated, okay? Having to keep dealing with that stuff later on is a pain. By the way, you haven't been causing any trouble, have you? I heard the police showed up at your school.
It's nothing about me.
As long as you're not getting involved. Well, fine.
So the other day, made a real gun enthusiast. You're a real gun enthusiast, not a wannabe. I can trust you. I'll teach you. So I'll teach you about the shop. What do you say? Okay, let's see. Yeah, I can't do hers because I have to go in mementos, but I can't do that. Oh. Yeah, she's there. I don't know if I can hang out with him. Isn't his maxed out?
Let's do it.
Thanks. Oh, oh no, that's hers. Itchy. What's this? Oh, he doesn't have any more right now, so I think I can hang out with him anymore. I mean, I can, but I don't think I get any benefits. Oh, the guy's not here. Well, let's go to the clothing store, actually.
Hey!
Oh, I think that's right.
Hey, hey!
It's all shit. Still in it yet?
Hello.
It's not. That's right, there's, so I was trying to get, one's the potato, the other, it's, oh yeah, it's something that's sometimes sold in the underground mall. It has to be sold by in here.
Thanks for dropping by.
Nope, still haven't.
What would you like?
What about powerful rod? Cool. Right there.
Hi.
Okay, so I can't. Alright, Devil. How about done with the devil? Alright, 5. Well, actually, I kind of want to do the gun one. The hanged man, I believe. The camo customization. So this would be rank 3. Let me get this up. Okay. So rank 3. First one doesn't matter. Second one, first answer. Third one's the third answer. And the last one doesn't matter. Okay.
Hey.
Hurry up and learn this stuff, kid. You gotta be able to start looking like a normal employee. Not supposed to be running an honorable business here, you know? Though honestly, the customer's been running a little thin lately. Some guy on the internet's been claiming all my goods are knockoffs. And once you got a bad rep like that, it's real tough to shake it. I know how that feels. Kid like you? You're going through something similar? Guess you wouldn't be doing any of this if you weren't, huh? Don't give me any details though. I don't want to know.
That's right.
Anyways, I should probably fill you in on what's going on here since you'll be helping me out. Bet anything that guy behind that rumor is Suda, or how we say his name. You remember his name from the diner, yeah? Truth is, he's the second in command of the Ashiba clan. Same clan I was in back when I was part of the Yakuza. I always knew you were a thug. You got some nerve. Anyways, Suda was my sworn brother back in the clan. I got some unsavory business going down with him now, though. Problem is, I'm a known quantity in the underworld. One bad step and I have guys crawling all over me. That's why I got you around. You look normal, sure, but you got balls, kid. Makes you purr for snooping on Suda, however you say his name. Hope I ain't scaring you off with all this talk. We made a deal, didn't we? Idiot. But you know, I've got a bit of a soft spot for idiots like you. Excuse me. Anyway, you get the gist of what's going on now, yeah? You'll be working with that in mind. I expect a lot from you, kid.
You should be grateful.
Oh, and I'll add to the special menu to thank you for getting that info for me the other day. My bond with he was growing even deeper. Oh, here, 1 second. Had to move my microphone. It was back a little too far. Allows you to customize camouflage on your gun, which can inflict ailments.
All right.
Hello?
What's the meaning of
I
this?
thought I told you to stop coming around here. But... is that one of your customers? Keep your mouth shut. This ain't none of your business. Or this ain't none of your business. Just go home and study, Koru. Is it Koru? I think it's Koru. You've got entrance exams coming up, remember? Okay. I guess I'll be going then.
Yeah.
That's Koru, my son. He's always asking me if he can help out here. Always worried about what I'm getting up to. But I probably shouldn't be telling a kid like you about this. Well, you can head home for today. Nice work, kid. Wish I could get something for like the extra points I'm getting. Because I already maxed out all the skills. See you next time. But you don't. That's something that I think they should also add in Persona 6. So it's like if you do things that give you extra points, you can get something extra for them. We're putting up Christmas items, really? But it's not even December. Not even November. At least wait till November to do that. No, was they putting them up there? No. Was it October? Yeah. A little weird, but eh. Oh, yeah, that's right. Japan hates Halloween.
Makoto, has Nijima-san told you anything about the investigation?
So for people who don't know, in Japan, a lot of people really hate Halloween, especially the law enforcement. Because in Japan, for some reason, they go absolutely ape shit on Halloween. I'm talking like party hard, riots in the city, destroying public property, all of that shit. For some reason, I don't know how. I never looked up, but that's what Halloween turned into for them. Like, I'm talking like it's literal like riots sometimes apparently over there on Halloween. And because it's so bad, like a lot of people don't even really celebrate Halloween over there anymore. Because Halloween for them is when all the crazy people come out and destroy a bunch of public property. Like I saw a short video of like somebody managed to capture, and it was from like one of the tall buildings, you know, they were like on like the 10th floor or some shit. And they just had their phone up to the window and recorded it. And I'm talking like giant streets just full of hundreds, if not thousands of people going around getting drunk, destroying shit, basically being giant assholes. Like, just bad. So that kind of explains why we don't have a Halloween we don't have a Halloween event in Persona 5 Royal. Or Persona 5 or Persona 5 Royal. I think there was one in 4? Yeah, I think there was one, and the reason they did that is because in 4 you're in like a small town. You're not in like a huge city. So like in small towns and stuff, it's normal Halloween, but I feel like you're in one of the big cities in Japan, it is not Halloween. It is just, I don't know what. It's basically just rioting. Really crazy, man. I don't know how they came to that conclusion.
Well, Sis actually stopped mentioning anything about work in front of me. It's possible I made some sort of mistake. Regardless, I thought over the matter of who we're going to invite for our school festival. I'm considering asking Akechi-kun.
For real? Weren't you talking about how you didn't want to draw danger to us or whatever?
I understand this is dangerous, but without a powerful source of intel, we won't be able to win against the police network, and I can no longer rely on my sister for information. Wait, is this because of Akechi-kun's police connections? You're going to use him as your powerful source of intel? Bold move. I'm surprised to hear that suggestion coming from you, Makoto. Did you see his press conference yesterday? One of his comments defending the Phantom Thieves stood out to me. There is more to this. I think he said that knowing for certain that the Phantom Thieves would be watching.
Still, there will be so many other students at the school festival. What are the odds of success?
It's a gamble, and the odds are less than favorable, but we can no longer afford to hesitate. What are your thoughts? Should we invite Akechi-kun?
Should be fine.
Okay then. Is everyone else okay with that?
I'm good. Whatever he says has got to be more reliable than what I've been able to come up with.
It would be reassuring to gain him as an ally, rather than simply a source of information.
Hold on, how are we even gonna get in touch with him? It's not like we got his contact info.
I do. I actually do.
For real?
Could you send that my way, please? I'll contact him right away.
Gotta say, I'm really not big on this Akechi deal.
Now's no time to be petty.
Just think of him as a source of intel, nothing more. I have a response already. He says let me think about it.
Wait a sec, didn't he say he wasn't gonna do any more stuff for the media?
That's likely why he's so hesitant.
What are we gonna do if he turns us down?
I'll keep trying. Maybe frustrating, but he's all we have at the moment. We need him to do it no matter what. We're counting on you, Makoto.
Who would have thought we'd end up relying on Akechi?
Hey.
Oh, finally. I go out at night. Sweet. Conditions. Fair. Alright, let's go to Crossroads.
Oh, honey.
Oh, she's not here. Okay. I can't do the one next one with that because I have to go into Mementos. Fuck. To the underground mall.
Phantom thieves. Do something about it. Thanks for dropping by.
Oh, still don't have it. Might as well use these points. Oh, so just free money.
Hey, hey!
Hello.
That's not what I need. Not there.
Let's do it.
Wrong thing. Okay. I get it. Akihabara. Ba-ba.
Made a decision?
Did he just give me accessories? Oh, I guess he just gives them accessories. I thought he gave like a weapon or armor or something. Go up here, can I?
Hey, hey!
Eh, sure, why not?
Welcome home!
So, what will you order be? Once we make this easily. Eh.
Absolutely. How suspicious.
Starting to like this place.
Here you go.
Next, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Here's your relaxing coffee.
No!
Hold on, sorry. Didn't you order tea?
Sorry
Oh, that's alright. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. But it has the same amount of love in it. Is it really not okay? It's fine.
Yeah.
There's some. Where's? I can't remember. I think I have to go like go so many times before the special menu is available. There's like nothing else I can really do.
Oh, sorry about that.
Barely am the kind of master too.
Take care.
Was it like the same girl every time? I thought it like changed each time, but I guess not.
Good morning.
Okay.
Well...
Have you been sleeping well? You look kind of tired. I'm not. I might not be my place to ask, but are you okay? I'm fine.
Yes.
Well, all right then. In real life, I always seem tired. As you can tell partially by the yawning, I have a hard time sleeping and especially staying asleep. A lot of times I just wake up on and off. Nothing I can really do about it. That reminds me, the school festival is tomorrow, isn't it? No idea that the preparations would take so much work. I underestimated it. But working with everyone to put everything together feels great. I hope we all have a fun time tomorrow. Well, I'm gonna do some training today, so please excuse me.
Hey.
Here we're getting... Yeah, oh, they're just talking about a catching. Let's skip that shit. Some of you might go, it's like, why are you skipping that shit? It's just... They're just talking about a catchy showing up.
Yes.
As class again.
This is it.
Look where it's at. How'd you do? Damn, I'm dead. Hey, look at that. Who got the top score? Wonder what score I got. I'm top of the class.
Hey!
That's amazing. Everyone's gonna have their eyes on you now. Achievement unlocked. A most studious disguise. Oh yes, I'm talking to everyone. It's gonna waste my day. Yep. Anywhere for Akechi? Nothing. Tomorrow's the start of the school festival. Will this be okay? If Akechi declines our offer, we won't have a guest. Huh. That's what you're worried about. I appreciate the concern, but it will be fine. I just need to get Akechi to agree to this somehow. Yep. What's that bastard up to anyways? He hasn't done anything since he said he was going to go into hiding. I'm not so sure. I'll try to explain the circumstances surrounding the school festival to him again. Hopefully he can give me a response by the end of the day. I'll let you know if I make any progress on that front.
Welcome home.
Honey, I'm home.
You're back awfully late. How has business been for you lately?
Take a look around. Is the Nijima lady doing well?
Unfortunately, we haven't seen each other lately. We had a difference of opinion.
What are your thoughts, Representative Shido? It doesn't surprise me that people say our country is lethargic. We've let these phantom thieves run amok.
That's voice.
And because they've targeted only prominent figures, our government leaders have been hesitant to act. I apologize for any concern they may have caused, and will henceforth search for an apt countermeasure.
That politician's really honorable. I like how quick he says he's gonna do everything.
This is an important undertaking, and one I intend to confront with every asset available to me. The selfish criminals enacting this social reform are in fact the ones most deserving of reformation. Answering to the interests of the people as hastily as possible is my natural duty as a politician.
Man, this guy is admirable.
Rampant political scandals, thieves on the loose. As sad as it is, this is the state of our nation. We must resolve this problem, and I assure the people of this noble country that I will do just that.
What are you standing there staring off into
Oh,
space for?
also, I forgot to say this at the beginning, but Happy Easter, everyone. Oh, space. You're standing too.
Yeah, standing here is my job.
That politician is honest and carries an overwhelming amount of charisma. It feels like a trustworthy leader for Japan has finally come forth. Don't you think, boss?
Sorry, wasn't listening.
Criminals, Well, that must be how he sees it. However, that is ignorant of their true nature.
Don't like politicians? That's a true nature.
If these people attack others with no remorse, why would they make a teacher and an artist apologize? Could a murder truly have been enacted by the same group? If this Okumura incident was not the Phantom Thieves, if they only changed the hearts of criminals, then even though they can't be considered innocent, perhaps my goals are not so different from theirs.
Are you a fanboy?
I knew there was something special about you. Ever since the first time we met, I feel as though I could tell you anything during our conversations. Oh, that reminds me. I've been invited to a panel at Shujin Academy, and... wait. I'm sure you know that already. Considering it's such a good opportunity, I've decided to accept the offer. Thank you for the coffee. It was delicious.
Glad you liked it.
I'm happy I could see you. I'll be going now.
That kid was going on about some real complicated stuff. He's probably a fair bit smarter than you, huh? Ow, Sojiro. Ass. I didn't notice I had gotten a response from Akechi. He accepted the lecture invitation. I heard. Really? By the way, the real issue is what we do next. Lecture is on the afternoon of the second day, yes? Wait, you're coming to the school to our you're coming to our school festival? It's during my exam week, so I'll be able to go in the afternoon. Can you afford that distraction? How's your studying going? Decently. Incidentally, will that counselor be at the festival as well? Oh, Dr. Maruki? Probably. I see, finally, I shall witness his skills for myself. Perhaps I should prepare a gift. They say first impressions are everything. I don't know if he'll even be there. If anything gets confirmed, I'll drop you a line. Much obliged. You want to come too, Futaba? Come on, it'll be fun. Seriously? I don't see why not. We should all walk around together tomorrow. That sounds good. At a time like this, it's the perfect chance for us to relax, though. Haru, you sure you're okay? This seems a little soon. I am, thank you. I just always dreamed of walking around my school festival with friends. I suppose if you say it like that, I can resign myself to enjoy our time there, too. Thanks, Haru. It's my pleasure.
Oh, honey.
Oh, actually, wait. I need to come back here. Wait. Okay, there's dates. There's 2 items really left that I need from the trader. All right, let's see. Okay, I already have the hot-blooded sword. And okay, it's October 24th. Oh no, I already had the angelic ring, that's right. Okay, so I can't get the Kinataru axe until for Haru until 11/13. November 13th. And then I can't get, which is the last thing I want from, which you can only get in December on the 11th, is the feverish bat. For that, I need an angel tart, which you can only get from the supermarket in the Shibuya Underground Mall. I'm wondering if I have to wait until December to get it though. But the other items that it gives out, I don't really need. They're kind of worthless. The main items you really want from, which I've gotten most of them, is the souvenir whip, black robe, Ito katana, the factorized studying methods, black gun, Yakuza fist, hot-blooded sword, Minotauro axe, and the feverish bat. Because those are the only ways you can get those items. You can't get them any other way, from what I remember. They're unique items that you can only get from trading with him. The other ones are just like random healing items or accessories. That's it. I think this is rank 6 for her. That'll be going into, so first option doesn't matter. Second one is the first option. Third one is the second. Fourth one is first or second, so I was say first. And then the last one is third. All right. Hello? What can I talk to her? Okay, there we go.
Got any news?
Yep. Hey, it's my #1 guy. What kind of news you got for me? I'll smack you if it's not good enough. Hey, you sure you're okay? What do you mean? You worried about me, Lala? Usually kind. Man, I haven't seen her drink this much in forever. What? I haven't been drinking at all. I'm totally not drunk. Having trouble at work. Ooh, you're a sharp kid. Truth is, my quota got doubled. It's gonna take like 4 times as much work to get that much done, though. They're shackling me down, so I won't have time for anything else. My chief's such a shithead. Must not like you. Yep, that bastard probably knows something's up.
Damn it.
Before this, I was starting to feel like a real journalist again. Russia investigating KO's case, uncovering the dark secrets hidden away by our corrupt society. But now it's going to be impossible to run my investigation with this quota. That doesn't sound good. Of course it's not good. What am I supposed to do? They'll fire me if I can't reach my quota. Hey, Lala. If they fire me, can I live here? That still won't help my investigation, though. The incident's over a year old, and the authorities aren't doing shit. Maybe KO really was the true culprit. You should trust in her. That goes without saying. I mean, if I don't, who will? Watch your temper. What am I doing? I mean, I'm the one who dragged KO into politics. It's my fault that this ended up happening to her. You know, she started out in book publishing, most likely taking photos of nature and wild animals. She was a genius behind the camera, though. That's why I thought she'd make the perfect partner for me. Hey, you can't blame yourself. KO was just as set on exposing the evil society as you were, isn't that right?
Shit.
But if I didn't get her involved in the first place, damn it, that incident is all my fault. That's why I've got to get to the bottom of it. Can't talk. That's the spirit. Hell yeah. You know, it's weird how calm I get when I'm talking to you. It's almost like you actually understand me.
Sorry.
Oh, and I'm sorry for snapping at you earlier. Stress must have gotten to me. It's just, all this quota business is driving me crazy. I'm gonna have to put all my focus on that for now. I'll still be counting on you for Phantom Thief stories, though, as long as you're up for it. Feels like Oya is really starting to rely on me.
All right.
I think I'm gonna have to ease off my investigation for a while, too. I don't need any more eyes on me. I might be able to ask some of my coworkers for help. Journalists will do anything for a scoop. Now then, I'll take many tidbits you have for me today. Hope you don't mind if I get back to drinking, though. This whole conversation really sobered me up. Getting late. I'll see you later. Hey kid, thanks for spilling on the Phantom Thieves earlier. I'm being serious, I mean genuinely actually serious. I really appreciate you. I'm only able to meet my insane quota because of the info you give me on the Phantom Thieves. I'll dig up some for you. Yeah, keep it coming. You're seriously dependable, kid. But yeah, for now, guess I'll leave the intel gathering to my partner in crime. Gotta focus on meeting my quota. I'll never give up on my investigation. Okay, let's call it a day. Looking forward to your next big scoop.
The festival seems to be a success.
There's definitely a lot more people than last year.
Well, yeah. This place got famous and all. Phantom Thieves, Kamoshida, Principal Kobayakawa. On top of that, we got Akechi as a guest.
There may be police officers in plainclothes, too. Actually, they probably are here. We better be careful about what we discuss.
Acting like normal students is going to be important. What do you normally do at a school festival?
Look around at the exhibits and eat stuff?
There's no set rules for this kind of thing. Walk around and hang out, like when we went to the beach.
Just enjoy yourself.
I think I can do it if I've got everyone with me.
You're so laid back. There's a possibility that your name and Ryuji's have come up.
A number of the teachers had been questioned before, and even we were interviewed the other day too.
Don't let your guard down too much.
It's true that the initial members have been at this for a long time, making it easier to get tracked.
All right.
Now, let's leave it at that. We just need to be mindful about what we're saying, correct?
Oh,
You seem to be having quite a lot of fun, Haru. You did mention that you were looking forward to this.
I want to go around with everyone and eat at the refreshment stands. This'll be a great change of pace from all the nasty stuff lately. Shall we head off to the stands then?
Let's do it.
Oh, right. This is your first time at our school festival.
They're pretty good, from what I've heard.
I know a great one. Follow me. This is the place.
Made takoyaki?
New customers! I'll show you all to your seats.
So, it's your class's stand.
It's still a refreshment stand, isn't it? It's like a deserted island here.
Well, I guess it's good for talking since there aren't any people here.
We heard a lot of rumors even on our way here.
And it was all bullshit.
Here she comes. Act normal.
Who cares? There's nothing normal about this anymore.
Welcome home. May I take your order?
Take my order? What happened to the maid atmosphere?
There are a lot of odd flavors.
Stick to a normal one. I bet they...
I'm so sorry. We sold our last normal one to the previous customer.
The hell?
Well then, I'll have the mentai cheese takoyaki.
I'm sorry. We're out of cod roe.
Then how about the squid?
We're currently out catching squid. It'll probably take another 5 or 6 hours.
That doesn't even sound remotely possible! Ain't this whole menu just a sham?
Actually, we spent most of our budget on making the maid costumes look nice. We didn't put too much effort into the octopus.
Oh, I can see that!
Ryuji, you're making a scene. Then, what would you recommend with what you have now?
Yeah, I kind of
Probably
figured
the Russian
this
takoyaki.
from On's class, to be honest.
This will take a little time.
Let's forget about the octopus and get back on topic.
On that note, hearing Kamoshida being almost treated like a
No
victim
wonder
makes me
it's
wanna eat my
pretty much
stress
abandoned
away.
over here.
I've even heard
They had barely any
conjecture that
food
the
to
principal was
start with.
targeted for reasons like he knew too much.
I kept hearing about Goro Akechi's popularity.
All thanks to the Phantom Thieves.
You know, did that Akechi guy agree to show up here because he believes we didn't kill anybody?
Or he may simply love large gatherings.
Oh, true. He didn't seem like he minded being pampered by the media at all.
We plan on stealing intel, but we might fall into another trap. I'm gonna be bummed if that happens.
Hell no.
I'm of the same mind. Still, it doesn't change the fact that we don't know what Akechi-kun is planning.
Thank you for the wait. Ooh, it's fresh made.
Lies. I heard a microwave go off.
Well, it's not like I was expecting crispy takoyaki at a school festival or anything. So, what makes this a Russian takoyaki?
Could there be jam in it as a secret ingredient? That sounds quite delicious.
Well, one of these is special.
One of them's obviously red. That's gotta be the one.
Dude, don't tell me the Russian part means...
It's like going for the obvious one is manly.
Is that so?
Well, I'd prefer the most beautifully shaped one. But all of them are misshapen.
Oh, aren't you all going to eat? I think I'll go for the special one.
Wait, is she honestly going for it?
Do you want to go for the red one?
I'll take it.
Ooh, impressive as always.
Oh, everyone's all here.
The panel isn't until tomorrow, though.
I came to check out the venue. I can't make any mistakes since a lot of people will be present.
Someone's eager.
But people ended up recognizing me. Everyone bombarded me with questions.
That's because you were sloppy.
I grew tired of the baseless rumors they kept bringing up, so I escaped to where there weren't any people. I'm going to have one of these.
The special one!
Let's just call this my performance fee.
And
it's fine. It's quite the...
Eating it in one bite is a bad idea.
My throat. This is... Oh, my stomach. It burns.
Are you okay? Do you need water?
I'm fine. I just love spicy stuff.
But did they put like a ghost pepper in it?
Hey, does he
That's not very Russian.
broken to you?
Well then, I'll see you tomorrow.
Wow, he's really trying to hold it together. He's waddling around like some comedian.
It's like he wants to get picked up for some commercial or something.
But did he truly come to simply check the venue? This isn't good. I keep suspecting every little thing.
I know what you mean. I'm doing the same too. I need to do my best tomorrow. We need to somehow get him to be our source of intel. I'm gonna pull this off no matter what.
That Akechi guy, when he got here, didn't he say that everyone's all here? Everyone?
You're just imagining things.
Nope.
So...
Pretty obvious.
I guess we got through all of it okay? Yes, but the associated mental fatigue was extraordinary. Being cautious takes a lot out of you.
Seriously, I think I'm as tired now as I am after midterms.
I didn't mind any of that. I just love seeing that detective gulp down the special takoyaki. I had fun as well, since I got to spend time with you all.
What would you like to do now, Haru? Walk around a little more?
I appreciate the gesture, but I'm satisfied with stopping here. Why don't we go home and rest up? We'll have to deal with Akechi-kun again tomorrow, after all.
I have to agree. What will his next move be?
Oh?
Wait. Let's say. Dragon Yosuke's missing. Where do you wander off to? Always doing whatever he pleases. Think he's still checking out all the festival stalls.
Let's head back.
Well, I'm sure he'll be fine. This is Yosuke we're talking about. Let's head home. Excuse me, you are Dr. Maraki, correct?
Yes?
Huh? Oh, yes?
I.
My name is Yosuke Itagawa. I'm a student of the Fine Arts Division at Kosei High. I do apologize for interrupting your day, but ever since Ryuji and An first spoke of you, I've grown quite intrigued. I wish to speak with you as well. You? Oh, Sakamoto and, Takamaki.
Quite.
Well, I'm flattered that you're taking an interest in me. You're here about the counseling, correct?
Indeed.
Correct. Now, teach me how to unshackle the human heart and glimpse into its endless abyss.
Hold on.
Whoa, hold on there. How should I put this? Your enthusiasm is appreciated, but I suspect there's a huge misunderstanding about what I do. I apologize, I simply couldn't contain my excitement. Would you still permit me to witness your counseling skills in action? That's not really allowed.
How about it?
Oh, how about this? Why not try out my counseling yourself instead? Me? Of course, there's no charge. All you have to do is chat with me for a bit.
Well then.
Very well. You and I shall go head to head. Not sure what you think happens in counseling, but there won't be any of that. I see, so you were Madarame's... Yeah, it's in the past. I'm curious, I never imagined counseling to be like this.
Well,
I'd say this is a less counseling and more about building a rampart. When someone first comes to see me, we always start with them telling me a bit about themselves. A method of self-reflection that relies on speaking with another person so as to sort through one's own emotions. It's rather similar to the internal cross-examination I perform when working on my art. There really shouldn't be any cross-examining in a proper counseling session, though I just do my best to guide patients in a positive direction so they can improve their lives. At the very least, I'll talk them through their problems so they can make the correct choices for themselves.
I see.
See? However, if you're the one leading them to their conclusions, are they truly making the choices for themselves? Isn't that just submitting to another person's will? In all honesty, I'm sure there are people out there who think that, but life in this world confines people to certain frames of mind sometimes, and without them even realizing it. If I can help lift the weight off their shoulders and free their minds, I believe the results are worth it.
Indeed. Thank you.
Thank you very much for speaking with me. This has been a most valuable experience.
Oh, yes.
Before you go, Kitagawa, what would you say is your greatest wish in life at the moment? Would it be success as an artist? No, that's not it. The only desire I have for my art is for it to improve through my own efforts. I see. And what would you wish for? I would wish for the world to see my mother's painting for the masterpiece that it is, no matter how briefly. And if all possible, I would also wish to meet a wonderful master, one that would take me in and guide my brush with care. I see.
All right.
At any
Thank
rate,
you.
I must be going now, so please excuse me. I hope we meet again someday.
Well then.
Mars Moment of Truth. Kechi's panel. Apologies for suddenly disappearing like that. Legend of the Lost Inari has come to an end. Where the hell were you? Did you seriously get lost? I saw a man who resembles Dr. Maruki, so I went to see him. So he was there. Did you go to his counseling? Yes, it was certainly not what I was expecting. Once this is all over, I think I'd like to go to another session. Try not to cause him any trouble, alright? I'll do my best. Are you all at home? Yeah? Are you still at school, Yosuke? No, I just got back to the dorm. I'm getting ready for bed. Already? Is that unusual? Tomorrow is Sakechi's panel after all. An early night means he'll be able to concentrate tomorrow. That's true. We'll need to stay focused tomorrow. We have to stay calm no matter what he says. Right, I'll keep that in mind. It's really up to Makoto to get as much information as we can from Akechi. We'll have to make sure we don't miss anything. Photo time, this is when we were at the food stand. Aww. And even is it yakisoba? Looks high class when Haru's eating it. I mean, she does look way more refined than most other people. Please, you're exaggerating. I think this is my first time having yakisoba from a food stand, though. It was more delicious than I imagined. It was. It wasn't the instant stuff, but still good. Yeah, don't know why, but food from a stall is always weirdly tasty. Speaking of, where are the pictures of us and Han? Hmm? You got pics of us too, right? How about the one you took of Dragon's yakisoba with the big red mountain of ginger? Oh. No, that one went straight into the trash. I had dry seaweed all over my teeth. Shh.
I should write something.
How many lockpicks do I have? At 37, I'm good.
Nice.
Yeah, so these items over here, the way you get them is you have to take people to certain locations and they give you items. Ryuji's, which is this bowl, is like kind of like the first one you get as a, you know, as like, hey, you can decorate this, but outside of decoration and maybe like a handful of unique scenes, it's not really worth it, to be honest. And this poster I actually just bought at a store because why not? I don't think I have any. Oh yeah, and the Jack Frost I got from Machine.
Oh.
Yeah, so I have the one game left and that's it.
Well then, we will now begin today's panel. Our guest of honor is Goro Akechi.
I feel kind of bad considering how many people have gathered. I'm sure you all would have been happier to have a singer or a mascot appear, wouldn't you say?
We'd appreciate if you could tell us about your experiences with the notorious Phantom Thieves. It'd be wonderful if you could let us hear more about your actual investigative process.
I'm not used to being the one interrogated, so please go easy on me.
How much do you think he knows?
He talks about the Phantom Thieves are dangerous, yet he says they haven't committed any murders. Either he has an idea who the true
shit. Uh-oh.
Culprit is.
Okay, there we go.
Or he has uncovered the identities of the Phantom Thieves.
Come on, Makoto. You gotta get it out of him.
As much as you're allowed to say, would you tell us how far along your investigation is on them?
Getting right to the point, I see. Well, if it's as much as I'm allowed to say, then everything on TV and the internet is all of it. We don't have any leads yet, and the methods behind their crimes are still unclear.
I see. Even with this country's power, arresting them is proving to be difficult. Is that the case?
I wouldn't phrase it that way, but, well, something like that.
Thank you.
Oh, his hand is floating, I just realized. Both of them, but his left one's even worse.
A correlation between the Phantom Thieves and the murders. Why the sudden change? Until now, haven't you upheld your stance that the Phantom Thieves are dangerous? How are you so
Actually, if you look at his hands right now, they're the model's a little messed up.
Comfortable in
So they are actually a lot thinner than what they're supposed to be because they're at that awkward angle and it's pulling all of the all the faces on the hands, on the models of the hands.
Won't you tell us?
You can't tell as much on the left arm or the left hand, but the right hand you can.
You previously stated they were unjust.
Not to mention, you can tell that the
Mako-chan's really
that his
pressing for
model's
the
actually standing up. It's either his models
pelting him
is
with questions.
a bit higher than what it should be, or they just don't have him bent over enough, and that's why his hands aren't touching the table. Not to mention, he's looking to the left the whole time when he talks, so they can't put his left hand flat on the desk in front of him, or whatever you want to call it, the podium. Because if they did that, that would pull his shoulder down, and his neck look like it's broken when he's looking over to the left.
If the Phantom Thieves are the ones I know of, I can't possibly imagine they would kill anyone.
Your comment just now. Does this mean the police have already identified who they are?
Oh, no. The police haven't gotten that far yet. But I have my own conclusions about the true identities of the Phantom Thieves.
He's gotta be bluffing.
Pipe down. He's lying, right? But if it's the truth...
You're not going to ask me who they are?
It may have repercussions on the investigation. Are you sure you can share that with us?
It's only my personal opinion, so announcing that here wouldn't pose a problem. However, there is a possibility that everyone present will hear the truth before the police or media.
The truth? What's he planning on saying?
That's quite the confidence you have. If you're so certain, then very well. I'd like to ask you then, who do you think the Phantom Thieves are, Akechi-san?
That idiot!
No. There's no way he could have any evidence.
They're people you all know quite well. The identity of the Phantom Thieves are... it's mine. I apologize for the interruption, but I can't turn off my phone due to my job. Would you mind if I step away for about 10 minutes or so?
I'm terribly sorry, everyone, but we'll be taking a break. We'll resume the panel in 10 minutes.
Please don't troll me online for this interruption, okay? Is there a room I may use?
There's the PE faculty office.
I want you to come too. There's a matter I want to discuss. Your friends from yesterday are here, aren't they? Can you bring them too, if that's all right?
Did you set this up?
We only have 10 minutes, you know.
What do you want to talk about?
No! That's gotta be shopped!
I have video footage too. Please, let's not feign ignorance. All of you can go to that other world too, yes?
Which world?
Wouldn't all of you know more about it than me? I also know that when you traverse over there, your appearance changes as well. It's because of those mysterious powers, isn't it? I found out about that world about a month ago. This had been installed onto my phone without my knowledge.
Dude, it's the nav.
When the app activated on its own, the scenery around me suddenly changed. Quite frankly, I still can't believe it myself. But from the look of these photos, all of you seem quite used to it.
We've been listening to you blab on for a while now, but cut the delusional...
All of you are acting as Phantom Thieves in the metaverse. I can say so with conviction because I have the same power as you.
But, and this is where he kind of fucked up. He called it the metaverse. He wouldn't know it was called the metaverse yet. Technically. If he was going to make a strong alibi saying he only discovered it about a month ago. Now, granted, he could say that he heard us talking and one of us mention it called the metaverse, but he just outright says, doesn't even say that, he just says, you know, you've been to the metaverse. You know. That's right.
So, you admit it then. In all honesty, I've been curious about you since the time of the Madarame case. But to think it would end up like this.
We didn't kill anyone!
I believe that as well.
How can you be so sure?
Because I saw another. The real culprit.
For real?
Who was it?
I couldn't identify his face. He had a mask on, after all. Actually, when I took these photos, I entered that world too. That's when I saw someone else moving about, besides all of you. He shot at me the moment he noticed me.
That's who killed President Okumura?
Most likely. At the very least, I was almost killed by him. I can't die here. I need to determine the truth. When those thoughts overcame me, I awakened to that power. A most fortunate accident.
This guy has a persona too?
This cat. I swear, it just talked.
Morgana, our teammate who taught us about the metaverse.
Now this is also fuck up number 2. He would have already noticed that Morgana was talking, especially when he showed up to the group multiple times, especially after the Okumura, during the Okumura incident. So he would have noticed Morgana talking. So he shouldn't be surprised, and he should have said something like, I don't know, how would he say it, where it wouldn't say, he would have to say something of like, and this must be the aforementioned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The aforementioned 8 Phantom Thief. I heard you talking. I didn't realize you were a cat. Interesting. You know, something like that. But no, he just acts like he's never heard Morgana talk before, which he clearly has. Even if it's only been a month ago since he discovered it.
Really? This is unbelievable. But it is true that you know things that I don't. Say, Morgana, were you also the one who instructed them on how to change people's hearts? I experienced that world too. But I still haven't solved that mystery yet.
We go in the metaverse, or we call them palaces, to steal the core of their desires, their treasure. And those whose treasure has been stolen have a change of heart.
Ah. There's certainly no way anyone could figure out such an MO.
Anyways, back to what you were talking about. Are we in this mess because of that guy?
Although I don't completely understand the method, all you do is simply reform people. Someone else is behind the murders. However, the police have decided that the Phantom Thieves did it. They'll arrest you at this rate.
They're going to treat me as my father's murderer?
I can't overlook such a grave mistake, which is precisely why I want us to strike a deal. I may be able to save you from this situation.
A deal?
I would like you to cooperate with me on investigating the truth.
And if we decline?
Then I think I'll have to inform the police about all of you, along with that video I mentioned.
This ain't no deal, it's blackmail!
Say what you will. This is the method that I believe is correct. The justice I uphold will not tolerate criminals who kill people at their leisure.
Justice.
You've heard that Sai-san is the one spearheading the investigation about you Phantom Thieves, correct? The higher-ups are concerned only with settling the case. They want to capture the culprits behind the psychotic breakdown incidents and end the commotion. Those are the ones who are putting pressure on Sai-san. I can only imagine her impatience.
What of evidence that we did it? How do they intend on proving it?
Even if there's no objective explanation to the method, it's over once causality is established. Sai-san can't make rational judgments at the moment. If she were to be cornered, well, she may even make up a confession.
Make it up?
So, they're gonna make it all our fault? Just because they feel like it?
We haven't killed anyone, though! And we're still going to be arrested?
You'll be found guilty if you're caught. And it will be treated as a very serious crime.
Because that is the twisted logic of the Japanese
None
justice
of that
system.
makes any sense!
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do alone anymore to stop the flow of things.
And the thing is that the
And that's why you want
both the government and the justice system don't want to reform it
Yes.
because it's the easiest way for them
In
to
return,
basically
I'll turn a blind eye to what you've done.
make sure that things keep
Those are my
running.
conditions. That said, I ask that
They
you
don't really
disband
care
the
about
Phantom Thieves
quote
after
unquote
this.
true justice,
What should
as in
we do
finding
about
the
Akechi-san's
actual
proposal?
criminal. If they can just find somebody to fit the bill, whether they're the real criminal or not, they don't give two shits. You're demanding a lot.
I see. I thought I was making a lot of concessions myself. Well, you don't have to decide at the moment. Considering this is you we're talking about, I believe you'll come to a favorable reply. I'm glad we could talk. It's been a while since I've been able to spend such a meaningful time like this. I look forward to your answer. It was definitely worth coming today, for various reasons. We should be getting back. About that, I'm sorry. Would it be acceptable if we ended the panel here? The reason why you called for me in the first place was because you wanted intel, correct? My business is concluded as well.
I'll deal with it somehow.
Damn it! He had complete control over us!
Hey, they're going.
No?
I'm sorry about the sudden break. An urgent task came in. So, I truly apologize about this. But I'll have to end things here today.
To make up for the time that was planned for this panel, the Rakugo Research Club will instead be...
I can't say anything in detail regarding the Phantom Thieves investigation. But I feel another great stride will occur again soon. I hope you all continue to pay attention to what happens.
Let's have a big round of applause for today's guest, Goro Akechi.
Was that really our best course of action?
He totally used Makoto's suggestion against us.
Indeed. We intended to get intel out of him, but to think it would play out like this.
So what? We'll just accept his deal?
He's got evidence on us. We really don't have a choice.
Damn it! What are we gonna do?
Calm down, Ryuji.
How am I supposed to calm down? What are we gonna do?
What's done is done. We'll have to cool our heads and think more on this. We must make up our minds by the time he contacts us again.
We need to give this a lot of thought.
And kind of don't have any options, so...
Similar occurrences followed in succession earlier this spring. Although things have quieted down until recently, several incidents have occurred once again. Furthermore, new information has come to light about the suspect who suffered sudden mental shutdown. He had received a calling card from the Phantom Thieves.
Why did Futaba have something like this?
If a calling card was delivered, we can only assume that the Phantom Thieves are behind it. If so, those occurrences back in spring can be attributed to them as well. Moreover...
I knew it. She's... Oh, God.
The post-festival party is about to begin in the gymnasium.
Ooh.
Please join us, everybody.
Okay.
Post-festival party? I thought this thing was over. Nobody invited you to it, so let's just go home.
Huh? Senpai, aren't you going to the post-festival party?
I'm not sure yet.
Then why don't we go together? Festivals don't come around every day, so we may as well enjoy it while we can. It seems like it's already begun. Let's get in there, Senpai!
And now, it's time for your
Oh.
But before that, we've decided to change things up this year. We've got a huge surprise for you all.
Oh.
Members of the dance club, come on down.
At least they got him synchronized.
Just standing around while everyone dances is embarrassing. Senpai, let's do it!
It's showtime.
Very impressive, Senpai.
A reference to the dancing game.
Hey, you're Yoshizawa-san, right? The first year? We've got a little favor to ask you.
Got it. I'm in. Senpai, I'll be back soon. They've asked me to help them with something. Just wait here and watch what happens.
That's her dance.
Huh? Yo, who's that? Huh?
That's crazy.
Aw. I wish the music was a bit different for that moment, though. It's like, with what she was doing, it didn't really...
That was so exhausting, but what a blast! I feel like I danced my heart out back there.
I feel like for her dance, it needed a much more upbeat music. I don't know, to me, it just did not fit what she was doing, but that's just my opinion. Shit, sorry. Stretching. I could tell.
Thank you.
Wow, that dance was amazing.
I know, right? I was totally blown away. It's my dad. He's telling me to come home before it gets too late. Sorry to leave you like this, but I have to get going.
Want me to walk you?
Thank you. I'll be alright though. The post-festival party was so much fun.
Especially with you. See you soon!
It's quieted down. Looks like the dance is over. I'd head home. Post-festival party is about to begin. Would you like to go together? I tried to think about what happened earlier, but that has gotten me nowhere. So I could use a change of pace. How about it? Yo, you want to go to the post-festival party and try to calm down? We can't really decide on what Akechi was saying anyways. I'm still pretty pissed though. Well, Mishima's here with me. You should join us. I'm not dating Haru, so I think I'm just gonna go with Ryuji and Mishima. It's kind of weird that Haru would suggest it. I guess Mifumi doesn't go to our school, that's right, so she wouldn't. And it wouldn't be Kawikawa because we're not in a relationship. And On we wouldn't because we've already turned her down essentially. Like who else? Oh yeah, Makoto because we're not in a relationship with her yet. Yeah, I think you have to be in a relationship. So I don't know why Haru is asking. Screw it, let's just go with Haru. Thank you, I'll be waiting at the gymnasium. They're fixing to leave, but okay.
Alright, that was a great performance by the dance club. Everybody give them another round of applause.
I'm sorry. I can't stop thinking about what Akechi-kun said.
He'll be alright.
It feels like nothing bad could ever happen when you say that.
And now it's time for your favorite Shujin tradition, the student sharing special. Round of applause, everyone.
Sharing? I never knew we had such an event.
All right, who has something to say? Anyone? Anyone? No? I'll just have to pick someone then.
Oh, he's going to choose? I wonder who it would be.
It'll be you.
How about that fluffy-haired girl over there? I choose you.
That's Pokemon.
Huh? Is he looking this way?
Well then, come on up.
He's talking to me, isn't he?
Europe?
So it really is me.
Come, come! Everyone's waiting!
Well, I'm going.
And your name is? Wait, you're Okumura-san?
Yes. She's
I'm sure you're, still grieving. My, deepest apologies.
Oh, please don't worry.
So, do you have anything you'd like to share with us?
Something to share. I have too many things.
Here, let me give you a question then. Do you think the Phantom Thieves are really Shujin students?
Huh? Oh?
Man, he's going in for the kill.
I mean, they are, your father's killers. We're all dying to know what Akechi-kun was going to say about their true identities.
Wow, man,
So,
like,
are
really?
you from Shujin? What do you think, Okumura-san?
There's trouble. You change subject.
Well...
Oof. Do you have a boyfriend?
To tell you the truth, I'm interested in that myself. I think it was him.
Oh, wait!
So, Akumura-san, what's your relation to this guy?
That wasn't what we were talking about.
My, she's quite flustered. Is this a hot scoop? But I'm a gentleman. It hurts my heart to bully such a sweet girl. Well, did you all enjoy our blushing beauty? Thank you very much, Okumura-san.
Just when it was getting
interesting.
The post-festival party is finally over. It turned out to be more like an interview party, huh? I still can't believe you said that.
Oh, sorry, I'm just looking at... I thought I felt something on the bottom of my controller, and I was looking at it, and there's like this... It looks like it gets scratched a bit. And... There's only one. Where else did they get these? I haven't, like, done anything that should scratch them up, but... You're in trouble.
Huh? Right. At any rate, I'm not sure what I would have done without you. Thank you for saving me. You're a mysterious person, but you're so reliable. I think the two of us will get along quite well in the future. As they say, who knows what may lie ahead? For now, I'm worried about what happened with Akechi-kun. But I have to say, my first post-festival party was quite fun. Though, I guess it's my last too.
Yeah, because she's the third year.
Here, I'd like you to have this.
Kura Amazaku? How do we say that? Or Sakura? I mean.
Bought it earlier.
Looks delicious.
Now then, let's go home.
Yeah, so if I chose the bottom one, that would kind of like lean to the romance, but you don't really get locked into a romance. Oh, they're doing Halloween, I guess. I don't remember playing through this before when they actually had Halloween. I don't think there's any like Halloween exclusive stuff either. I don't think there is.
Welcome home. You took off somewhere during the festival, huh? I tried to find you, but I gave up pretty quickly.
Futaba? What are you doing here in front of the store?
I needed to calm my brain. My thoughts were getting out of hand. Not just Akechi, but other stuff too. We're in deep trouble unless we can do something soon. But anyway, I was just thinking about going inside, so your timing is perfect. Let's go.
The mass media has been causing quite a commotion lately. No countermeasure for the Phantom Thieves, the sorry state of the police, destruction of safety. They're saying whatever they want. So, how's the investigation progressing? Any clues yet?
Nothing.
How people use like a single plate as decoration. I mean, I know there's a painting of it, but still, like, just a single plate.
Closing this case? And I thought I told you that failure won't be tolerated. Well, this is troublesome. If things continue at this rate, never mind a promotion. We'd have to let you go entirely.
But sir...
I had high expectations for you. But it seems this task was too much to handle for someone so young. We may need to reform the operation as well, since the selected personnel for this...
Please, let me see this through to the end. This case is something that I've always...
I know that you've been at this for a while now. Even before the police spared us the staff for it. If you can manage an arrest, I've made special arrangements so that you can question them personally. That's what you want, isn't it? The leadership of this country is about to change. We can't let this case carry over into their term. I'll make myself clear again. Failure isn't an option. We need results.
I understand.
You're allowed to take some bold measures if you need to. We need good results, no matter what. Oh, one more thing. If the unexpected happens to occur, contact me immediately.
To you, sir?
I said that failure isn't an option, didn't I? Yes. Everything is proceeding as planned.
We're home! Sojiro?
I was cleaning up and found this. This is a calling card, right? I read about it online, too.
You went into my room without my permission?
I'll apologize as much as you want later. So, what is this?
That's...
Is it something to get flustered over? I knew it. This isn't just some game you're playing. Why aren't you saying anything?
Why did you keep it?
I mean, it was memorable.
Explain.
Explain.
Can't tell me?
Explain.
Hey, if this keeps up, Futaba's...
Don't blame Futaba.
Oh? I'll get right to the point. Is this a real one? Did they trigger a change of heart in you? How about it?
Ever since Mom died, there was no exit. I was trapped in a labyrinth of my heart. I knew I had to leave it, but I couldn't do it by myself.
Futaba. Here, sit down. I can at least listen to what you have to say.
The Phantom Thieves saved me. They stole my messed up heart. It's the same as Mom's research. They changed my cognition.
Seriously? Wakaba's research about altering one's cognition. I wondered about it myself, too, but still.
When'd you notice?
When she said she was going to go to the beach out of nowhere. And even the doctors had thrown in the towel. At first, I just chalked it up as other kids being a better support for you than any adult. But as I kept watching the tabloid shows here, day in and day out, a thought crossed my mind. I thought your case kind of seemed similar to what these Phantom Thieves were doing.
Wow.
I'm still your guardian, you know. I'd never overlook such a drastic change in your behavior.
Sojiro.
But to think that Wakaba's research and the Phantom Thieves changing hearts were about the same thing. Back in the day, I used to be a government official. My job was to be the bridge between the country and the lab that Wakaba worked at. It's around that time that I got to know her. She said something odd when we were out drinking, that one of these days, she might die a bizarre death. Who wouldn't take that as a joke? I just laughed it off. But it happened exactly as she said. If anything were to happen to you, I'd feel like I let her down. There's something I want to ask you. Judging from your attitude, you knew about this calling card, didn't you? You should have known that Futaba had a change of heart through the Phantom Thieves as well. Is there a connection between you and them? The first incident of a change of heart was a teacher at your school. The kid who brought that painting here was a pupil of that artist who had a change of heart, wasn't he? And then there's Futaba. You always seem to be linked to these incidents somehow. Got anything to say?
You're sharp.
You think this is a game? You know what people call them? Criminals. Why did you introduce such dangerous people to Futaba?
That's not true! I asked them! That's why he saved me! He stole my heart!
Asked? Stole? Wait, are you saying that he's the one who changed your heart? He doesn't just deal with the Phantom Thieves, he's actually one of them? You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
This is no joke.
Are you serious? You really are a Phantom Thief? Oh, for crying out loud!
Sojiro!
So, basically, I've been sheltering a Phantom Thief for the last 6 months. And on top of that, Futaba's involved too. What the hell?
I want to find the culprit who killed my mom!
Wait, killed?
She was killed! I remember it now!
Stop this nonsense!
Why won't you believe me? Are you the same as everyone else? Didn't you know already? The way Mom died wasn't normal! Didn't you notice that her research was stolen by someone? Sojiro!
When she passed away, I did think it was odd. It was awfully fishy. But what could I do? All I was able to do was run from it all. Run away, hide, and end up here as some old guy running a cafe. To be frank, I took you in for my own good. Like it'd somehow make up for what I'd done. It's basically my fault that you got burdened with all this crap.
It's not your fault, Sojiro.
I acted all big, lectured, even yelled at you kids. And I end up getting consoled by her. God, real pathetic, aren't I?
That's not true.
I mean, the one who killed Mom's the one at fault.
I see. Don't worry. Even if you are the real Phantom Thieves, I have no intention of reporting or kicking you out. I mean, who would believe such a story? Unless they catch you red-handed, it's impossible to explain that you're the Phantom Thieves. Let me just say one thing, though. Immediately back out of a fight that you can't win.
Go back. It went. What do you mean?
Don't you get it? If, by chance, you pissed off the same guys that killed Wakaba, then they're not someone that kids like you can deal with. Listen to reason, all right? We're done talking about this. Come on. Time to eat. All that yelling's gotten me hungry.
Phew. If he turned us in, that would have jeopardized our operation. Still, we should tell the others about what just happened.
Oh, I'm tired.
Okay. What? He knows everything. You gotta be fucking kidding. Wait, are you okay? Did he report you or anything? Likely wouldn't be receiving these messages if Dragon was not okay. I had a feeling that boss was no ordinary man. But he didn't recommend you to turn yourself in, did he? I think in that case we can consider him a new ally. I'm more curious about what he mentioned to you. You mean how our enemy might be the same people who targeted Futaba's mother? Yes, she was killed by mental shutdown, the same method used by the culprit we pursue now. Wait a second though, did you say Boss had to run from it all? Does that mean someone was trying to stop the news from getting out? Who could do that? Who do you think the culprit could be? Government official. Ain't you letting your imagination run wild a bit? But it would make sense. Wait a second. If you're right, then wouldn't the police be working for them too? That's not possible. Oh, yes it is. This is getting too big for me to even think about. Can we really win this?
We're gonna win, no matter what.
Chief had an inkling after all.
Sorry.
My fault. All this happened because I kept the calling card. So late already. Sojourner's still awake? It's kind of awkward. Go home or he'll worry. I'm gonna go home. Night.
Yep.
I guess I got to go to bed.
Well then.
That concludes the speech given by Representative Masayoshi Shido, who may be forming a new party. We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves, the suspects for Mr. Okumura's death and others. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives, and have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves.
Look.
Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen. And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become. Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
If I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it.
Only if we get caught.
I hope you understand the situation you're in. Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves. And it'll happen every day, even at school. Why did this happen?
I didn't know it would.
I see. Well, how do I put this? I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this happened. All I can do now is give you shelter. Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right?
I know.
I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief. I'm responsible too.
Did you see that reward? Perhaps we put too much pressure on them. With this, the Phantom Thieves have become public enemy #1. Exactly. That will be when their curtain falls.
Hey, great!
I'm not gonna read these. It's just like reiterating what's going on. Yo, you see the news? I had braced myself for this possibility. Actually having a wanted notice out for us feels kind of weird. I'm not sure we're gonna get away with it this time. Our backs are truly against the wall now. Discussing it here won't do us any good though. Let's talk more in person.
We're wanted now. And the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book? It feels so unrealistic, I can't help but laugh.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up. How President Okumura ranked first, the Fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura.
Yeah, the enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No, because of Yusuke and I, the Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida too? Considering what happened with the rankings, only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap trick to use.
Cheap? It's nothing of the sort. There's the fake Medjed and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the Fat around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal. All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly...
Haru?
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it! This is bullshit! God! Fuck! Ah!
Ryuji! Taking out your frustration on things doesn't help anyone!
Hey, what do you think? Why did we lose? What did we do wrong?
We lost sight of our goal.
It's probably because we weren't acting like ourselves.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
Yeah, that really is it. I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves.
That's usually what happens to a lot of groups, companies,
because I hated
people
those
in general.
same kinds of adults.
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong, that our eyes had become clouded.
We were meant to be the righteous Phantom Thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause.
I'm so irritated with myself. Makoto.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too! But still, it's so damn frustrating! Of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
Are we really a match for this?
Should we end this now? I mean, things might get worse for everyone.
Hey, what should we do?
We haven't lost yet. Now let's turn the tables.
Yeah, running away with our tails between our legs is exactly what they want. We'd be dumping everything we stand for just to save our own asses.
I see.
I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this. Absolutely not like this!
Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me. About me yelling earlier, being framed, and the added bounty, it all felt like such bullshit. I lost it. I'm sorry.
I know how you feel.
You too? It is confusing. We're wanted criminals now. Maybe I haven't changed at all since that time we went up against Kamoshida. I wanted to be a Phantom Thief because I thought even someone like me could be a hero. It made me so happy to be depended on. Guess it all went straight to my head. I thought I could do anything if it was for justice, but that'd make me no different from our targets. I called them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of shitbags. I can't even joke about it.
You gonna give up?
You're right. I can start by changing who I am now. Thanks. I feel like I can think straight now. Oh, I scared Haru and Futaba, didn't I? I'll have to apologize to them soon. See ya.
A message from Akechi. He wants us to gather at the LeBlanc tomorrow after school. Who do you think he is, trying to boss us around like that? Tomorrow, that's sudden. This is directly after the reward announcement. There must be a calculated reason for this, too. We'll be okay, right? We'll manage. Yeah, we're going to overcome this together. Regardless, I don't want anyone to disturb our pace anymore. Let's go about this calmly. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you
tomorrow. Crucial moment. There's no point fretting about it now, though. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow. Okay.
Can't let things in here. We need to figure out who's behind everything.
Oh!
Might as well. Oh, I can't go anywhere.
Oh!
Protect smooth the bar from the start to the right. Press this again to try and stop the bar within the intensity. Fine.
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone. Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures. But their actions are too little, too late. The government as it stands has been left behind the times. It is obsolete. We don't have to go down with the sinking ship. We have the power to change this. Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty amazing.
That is literally the problem with democracy, or not even just democracy, a lot of governments, but that is a big problem here in the United States, is that basically like if you were to take the numbers of people they say that vote, honestly, it's probably barely even a fraction of the actual like population of America that can vote. They just choose not to. And a lot of the reasons why nobody votes is because the people that are running to, you know, be the new leader of the United States, to be the president and whatnot, as well as those to be in the different parties in the House of Congress and all that, and just really anything, is because the ones that are running are the ones that nobody really wants. So nobody votes because they don't want to vote for somebody that they don't want to be in power. But because of that, that means that they have a higher chance of getting into power, or at least of, you know, the worst of the two evils, so to speak. Instead of, you know, choosing the lesser two evils, it ends up being the worser of the two evils that gets voted. And not only that, because there's not as many people voting, it's easier for people to fabricate votes and basically say that such and such voted when they didn't. Because, I mean, I doubt they're going to go and check, you know, a couple thousand, or not even 1,000, but like 100,000 people to see if they voted. I mean, They just wouldn't. They're not going to. And there are a lot of people that use that in order to get elected, sadly. Not to mention, our government's corrupted. Most governments are corrupted in the world. It's honestly, it would not be surprising to me if they rigged a bunch of elections. It just wouldn't surprise me.
He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister.
This election's for like different things. It's not just, you know, president and whatnot, like multiple things. But anyway.
I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politicians seem so unreliable.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first?
Quit effing around!
Please keep this short.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures. I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you are at your wits' end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Huh? Really?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
You saying the police would do such a thing?
Yeah,
it
they
seems
would.
they're more trusted than I thought.
Especially in the
Their priority is
Japanese,
settling the situation. They don't care
Japanese
who the supposed culprit is.
country and culture and
No.
whatnot. And their law system, they do that shit all the
My
time.
objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If you're a citizen of Japan and
unrelated will be
then
set
you're
up
pretty
as the
much fucked
culprit,
when
huh?
it comes to the
Our only solution to this is to make
justice
Sai-san
system.
come to her senses. If she's in
Especially
her right
if you're
mind,
on
she
the
can
end
stop
being
this
accused.
situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why...
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean, I guess I can understand how you feel.
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it? Will you agree to my plan?
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth. There is also one more merit in changing Sai-san's heart. She'll be a fine warning to others not to meddle with you any further. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from Anijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal.
It's simply an absurd grudge. And extremely personal. Dude.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us?
True.
Yeah, like how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We're similar, Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai-san's heart?
You don't have a choice.
Thanks. I was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan. I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping I wouldn't have to resort to it, though. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Why didn't you tell us?
It was too selfish of a reason. Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out? A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Will you tell your sister about this? Of course not. It's just...
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird?
This is about her sister.
Well, I guess that can't be helped. Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
A palace? In me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice? And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word. Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a Phantom Thief? If this is all true, I was out of the loop the entire time I led the investigation. What a joke. So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation?
That's right. Wait, what'd she say? Cases, and if you were falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be on loose. But you targeted me, not for your own preservation. Yep.
That does make sense, more or less. If you simply wanted to evade capture, triggering my change of heart wouldn't guarantee anything. Your actions as Phantom Thieves would still be met with hostility. No. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation?
What are you talking about?
Perhaps I'm overthinking things. Hey! You need to keep your focus. It seems you're completely worn out, but the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that?
Haven't lost yet.
I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor. However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No. Most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet. Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
The Sai is slowly starting to accept the truth. My bond with Sai is growing deeper. I hate that we don't get any kind of extra stuff from ranking hers up whatsoever. It's just, it exists. But then again, I've said this before, originally Sai was supposed to be someone that you could romance originally, but then they cut it. So I'm guessing in the original they probably had come up with bonuses that you would get for reaching certain ranks with her, but because that content was cut, they just decided to take that away. It wouldn't make much sense since you can't date her, interact with her any more than these story sections.
All right.
No, I'm jumping to conclusions.
No, they just couldn't think of anything.
I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to
I
confirm.
think it's a little
with
bit of
you.
both.
Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
What's this favor you need? It's late already.
We'll be going to Nijima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace.
I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear.
A girl shouldn't say things like that. You tell her too.
What else can you dig up?
Well, like her history with men.
We're phantom thieves! Ahem. Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow!
Same as always.
Let me finish first! There's something else we want you to look into.
Where are you meeting today? Oh right, we were never told where to meet up. At the courthouse. Where's that? Into the government office district. That's however the fuck you say that. Indeed. Oh, I've heard of that place. Never been there though. Me neither. It's not somewhere normal people usually go. Oh, just looking at the map is impressive. Police Department, Ministry of Justice, Public Prosecutor's Office, and Public Security. The Diet Building is right near there too. For real? What kind of scary place are we going to? We won't get caught, right? We're into Akechi, our identities haven't been discovered yet. So we're just going to plunge headfirst into enemy territory? Has anyone contacted Akechi? We're gonna meet him there. Be on guard, everyone. We'll be heading into a lion's den. It just moves like even like a fraction of a centimeter.
So this is the courthouse.
It disconnects.
You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it. Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out?
I rarely get to see Sai-san directly, but I figured out
there's
her
my
course of
controller.
action.
Get dropping it.
On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy.
Which is weird.
As well as the Sakura residence.
For real?
Then that means our time limit is November 20th.
Still, there will be quite a bit of red tape involved. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
We'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her palace.
I concur. And we should probably get going soon. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural. Well then.
Also, the thing with this one,
Huh?
just to let people know, if you ever decide to play Persona 5 or Persona 5 Royal and you never played it, so you can go ahead and get up to the point where you found the treasure, but you have to issue the card. But you want to wait until the last day, like the last day to issue the card, where you have to issue it before doing it. Before, you know, going after Sai's shadow. Because once you do, you'll miss some days because of story reasons. So you want to do it, but then wait until the day that you have to send the card. Because you want to use those extra days to get whatever you need done and whatnot, because you'll miss out after that. I think we miss out on like a week or 2 in game, maybe 3. I think it's 2 weeks. So yeah.
What about my smartphone?
This is the model I wanted! You're so lucky!
I'm so sorry. Until recently, Futaba was actually well...
It's okay. Sai-san told me the gist.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange contact info with everyone, too. Not just me.
That's true.
Ooh! I'll send everyone's contacts to you later.
Thanks. Well then, I hope we get along. I'll do my best.
You got a good personality and good looks? Talk about cheating.
She's praising you, I believe.
Then shall we get started?
We need to figure out what Makoto Sis thinks this courthouse is, right?
I often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win.
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sai-san.
It'd be unbearable if you were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort. Might it be a martial arts ring?
Conditions have not been met.
Then perhaps a stadium? Or maybe an arena?
Conditions have not been
There are other competitions besides fighting and sports.
Gambling, then.
How about a racetrack for horses? Other than that, there's pachinko, but does that count as gambling?
We played cards during the school trip.
Conditions have not been met.
What else is there? It must be a casino.
Candidate found.
I definitely see Sai-san in you.
Well, it's time we head in then.
Beginning navigation.
And that's honestly, even before I played Persona 5, when they were trying to think of it, that was the first thing that popped into my head was a casino. And I was surprised it actually was.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
Yes, low profile as you hear a bunch of people running and a bunch of jingling keys.
That's it, huh? What's going on here?
We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Let's go.
Right.
The courthouse is a casino.
Everywhere else seems to be a normal cityscape.
Isn't that...
The police station, yes.
I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her attention.
Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form.
The police station's also part of her work area, though. whenever arrests are made for her cases. I've brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the metaverse, but I don't want to go in a station.
That reminds me, he'll need a codename too.
Codename? Phantom thieves can't go around using the real names, right? It ain't cool either.
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
What is it, Haru?
Oh, it's nothing.
Then, perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
Are your clothes all black or something?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
Karasu. He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one.
Why not go with Crow instead?
All right. From here on out, you're Crow.
Got it.
Now then, let's head into the courthouse. Now then.
First up, we'll need to find an infiltration route.
I should write something. Let's do it.
Joy. Alright.
Wait!
Can't go the way it's gone far too much. Let's find another route. Okay. Alright, alright.
Okay.
Looks like we'll be able to sneak in from here.
So, this means we're acknowledged as a threat, correct?
Dude, you planning on stealing stuff in that getup?
It just means that's what he thinks a rebel looks like.
No. This is my mental image of a person who sticks to their justice.
Well, I think your mask is more apt for piercing rather than sticking.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about his outfit is the
People in here
mask.
look completely
The
normal.
nose just goes out way too
But we're
far.
in a flashy casino. There's no doubt this is a palace.
Oh, right. Crow doesn't know too much about cognitive beings, does he?
Ah, yes. In addition to similar topography, cognitive people exist based on the ruler's perceptions.
That probably didn't make much sense because all the fancy terms he was using, huh?
In essence, since these look like real people, Sai-san's view of others is surprisingly undistorted. Considering what I see before me, it's difficult to believe it is not actually a real casino.
Not all cognitions are normal, though. In Futaba and Okumura's palaces, we had to battle them. People may look normal, but we should be careful. Particularly of those in positions of power.
Is this what you have to go through every time?
That's right.
This is a first for me. I'm somewhat nervous.
Just don't slow us down, Crow.
I will not allow that to happen.
Okay, it's time we head inside. Our deadline for this infiltration is November 20th. Any later and we'll get caught in reality. Of course, we'll need to secure an infiltration route before we
Actually, I
send
might
out
be
the
wrong. I
calling
don't
card.
think you actually like.
As always.
So the calling card wasn't merely for show.
But you do.
It's a necessary step?
Okay, so you do need to. There's some stuff you need to do before you complete her palace because I think you need Crow. Or no, I think it's just because you miss a few days. Or something. There was a reason. But anyway, I can't remember what it is.
Will you please stop interrupting?
My apologies.
Well then, Let's go.
I feel somewhat
Well,
nervous.
let's begin by securing our route.
Focus.
I can feel it.
This is one of the palaces that actually has like singing as the music. Most of them don't. Big deck. Wait. How do I get to that? Oh wait, no, I can. That's right. Get here.
Welcome. Come on out, you petty thieves.
She can see us?
You're after the treasure, are you not? Come on down and I will tell you where it is.
What? We're not going to fall for a trick like that.
It's not a lie. I only wish to do this fair and square. You aren't going to run, are you?
We should do as she says. There is no point in hiding any longer.
So you've come. The treasure is located on the manager's floor at the highest point of this building.
Why are you telling us this?
It's as I said before. I wish to go about this in the fairest manner possible.
Bullshit.
First, I ask that you come up to my location. We will continue this there.
Damn it! Over there!
It seems we'll be able to use that elevator to reach higher floors. Come, Joker. Let us pursue her. Let us get at...
Where's the door?
Joker.
Fine. I guess the door's probably for one of these.
Focus.
Excellent. It's a treasure chest.
Joker.
Alright. Patient bastard.
I have something.
Authentication required. Please insert your member's card.
Member's card?
Perhaps it bears relation to a players' club of sorts.
I can't handle your technical speak. Just give me it straight.
Casinos typically have a membership system called a players' club. Some locations even have areas cordoned off for particular ranks of player. Considering the setup of this place, I thought things may be similar here.
That'll make this shit simple. Come on, let's join this player thingy.
I would agree with you, but...
A shadow!
As I expected, registration will not be such a simple matter.
She must be daring us to challenge the security of this place to make it to her.
Here it comes!
No need to worry. I'll handle this. I need to prove my worth to you after all.
I have high expectations.
I promise to surpass even such lofty hopes as those. Well then, let us begin. Don't worry, you can leave this one to me.
Take them down, Robin Hood! Persona!
The opponent is strong.
My skills
Don't do
exceed
anything
yours.
reckless.
Robin Hood! It's time.
Ravage them!
Persona! No holds barred.
Oh, he's dead. You're not so bad. And I am capable of much more. Now then, let us deal with the shadows quickly. Wait, is this like we're gonna get ambushed based on what we've heard earlier?
You're right.
I agree, I'd like to deal with them as quick as we can. Now that we have an infiltration route, I suggest we return for now and prepare. Very well, I trust your experience and judgment. Let us do that. Today was truly one surprise after another. I hope we continue to thrive in our work together. Agreed. We will need to explain the steps we take, though. That is unnecessary. First, we secure an infiltration route, then send the calling card, correct? In doing so, the core of the ruler's disordered desires will manifest into a physical form. By taking that core, the change of the heart will be triggered. I deduce the steps would be something along those lines. And this is his next fuck up. Yes, detailed, but at the same time, there are certain things that he shouldn't have said. A+. Ain't easy as it sounds. Don't underestimate this shit. I don't underestimate anything, I assure you. By the way, Nijima's shadow seemed really confident. Yes, there's no knowing what may await. Let's continue cautiously. Very well. You will let me know when you enter the palace, yes? Of course. Perfect. I'll be available at any time you need me. That's enough for now. Let's prepare well for the coming task. Ah yes, my apologies for somewhat derailing this conversation. We will be counting on you, Akechi. Failure is not an option here. Yes, I'll do my best to live up to all of your expectations.
The crucial moment's finally here. Give it all you've got. Okay.
Nope. Just call me. I'm really sad there's even a bounty on you guys, but I seriously hope the Phantom Thieves are innocent. By the way, I changed the survey's question. It's already up in flames, though. The problem for me, too, people don't think the Phantom Thieves are heroes. Just try and clear the stigma on your name as soon as you can, okay? I'm counting on you.
So people are turning on us even in his survey? Our popularity is really at an all-time low.
Hey.
Nice. Oh.
That's finally come. No matter what happens, we have to change our heart. Don't get too hasty. Yes, I understand. We may all have our own unique way of doing things, but we should just proceed forward as usual. Leave it to me. Don't worry, Dragon, I trust you. That's why I asked you to lend me your help.
Hey!
Got this right? Take as much time as you need to get ready. Anything goes as long as it helps out our mission. You have our trust. You're our leader, after all.
Okay.
Make sure this plan is a success.
Hey!
hey, we can't just let that abuse case go under whatever address. The target should be a Ventus. Let's hurry up and deal with them.
I'll just add this.
Okay, so we got. Oof. So we got 1, 2, and then the third week. Had to find the treasure room by the 17th, calling card by the 18th, and execute by the 19th. So we got about 2.5 weeks. Shit. I've been streaming for about 3 hours, and I'm honestly wrong thing. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna call it here. I am very tired today, and I still have some things that I need to do on my own time. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here. And then next time, we'll be actually like doing shit besides just a bunch of story. I forgot that those like few days is just all story with no gameplay almost. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed your time here. I know I did. Thank you those who showed up. Thank you those who stuck around. Thank you those who currently followed. Thank you those who currently subscribed. If you were not a follower and enjoyed your time here and you want to see more, possibly catch next time I go live, please consider giving me a follow. Helps a lot to show your support. And like I said, let you know next time I go live. Due to Twitch notification system being kind of wonky, please consider also follow me on Twitter at DragonAlien17, where I post directly when I go live. And please do especially consider joining my Discord, where not only post directly when I go live, but it's the best place to get notifications for when I go live. If it change the time, the game can't stream, so on and such. You can also talk to myself and others about games, movies, anime, music, and so on. Just gonna hang out and have fun. I also have votes to decide what game series I play next if I'm not sure, and on the rare occasion, what game I play on a specific day. So if you're watching this right now and you want to be part of that, you can scroll down below the stream, click the Twitter icon, take my Twitter, click the Discord icon, take my Discord. There's also a link to the Discord in chat. If you're watching this later in the VOD and you enjoyed your time here and you want to see more, possibly catch next time I go live, please consider giving me a follow. Helps out a lot, show your support, and like I said, let you know the next time I go live. If you're also watching the VOD and you want to follow me on Twitter, join my Discord, go to my homepage on Twitch at DragonAlien, scroll down, click about, start again, click the Twitter icon, it'll take me to Twitter, click the Discord icon, it'll take you to my Discord. I will not be streaming Monday, Tuesday. I stream more Pokemon Infinite Fusion, hopefully sometime around 2 or 3 p.m.-ish, US time. Just trying to think. I don't think I have anything going on Tuesday. I'm not 100% sure, so we'll see. Wednesday, I'll be streaming Thursday. I'll be streaming more of Modded Terraria, hopefully with Shadow, sometime around 3 or 4 p.m.-ish, US time. Then Friday, I'll be streaming more of, I don't know. I'm gonna stream more Pokemon Fusions then. Yeah, I guess so, because I think in the story of the game, since it's still for the most part kind of the original, with some changes, I'll probably be wrapping up at least the first region Friday, if I stream it Friday as well. Because I have to play through Kanto, and then I know there's the next region, which is, I believe it's Johto, but that one doesn't have any story. It's just literally playing through all of the next region just to become the new champion of that region. That's it. So I don't know if I'll stream that part or not. We'll see. Anywho, so yeah, Friday, hopefully sent around 2 or 3 p.m.-ish US time, I was streaming more of Pokemon Infinite Fusions. Then Saturday, sometime around 5 or 6 p.m.-ish US time, I was streaming more of Wolfstride. And then Sunday, sometime hopefully around 3 or 4 p.m.-ish US time, I was streaming more Persona 5 Royal. I will say this, I am going to be changing up my schedule for streaming I don't think next week, but the week after I will. I might not be streaming during the weekend. Or I might just change the times. I don't know. The reason I say this is because it seems like the weekend is like almost nobody shows up on the weekends to the streams. So I might stop streaming on the weekends. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed your time here. I know I did, and I'll catch you all later. Bye.